something. Let me see what you have for sale. Oh yeah, you have all this stuff. What's this? Psychic detonator. Deals 10 mental damage and confers dazed. Scholar's Archive. +1 training level in lore machinery skill. +1 training level in lore natural skill. +2 damage on esoteric attacks. +1 damage per effort applied. Max +8. -1 on persuasion. -3 initiative. No, thank you. We're alright. Now let's ask the children about the missing slave girl. Let's ask you. Nim. Joy, 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 joy. Sorrow, joy. Sorrow, joy, 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 joy. Hi. Playing? You ruined it. It was about to get 5 joys in a... My brother usually talks to all the strangers. Can I ask you some questions? I guess. Tell me about the game you're playing. It's called Sorrow and Joy. I made it up. You have to kick the rock left, right, without stopping. That's joy. If you kick it twice with the same foot, that's the sorrow. 5 joys in a row means you win. 5 sorrows in a row, you lose. Oh, 5 joys and 5 sorrows. Is there any reason you use the word? I don't know. I just like it. Sorrow, sorrow, joy, joy, joy. Can I ask you about the neighbors? I don't have many neighbors. Most of them went down there. I can tell you about that, sir. Ask me.
I'll remember that.
Are we in trouble? We took some food and Navina found a little magic box, that's all. Okay, what's your name? My name's Nim, and this is my daddy's house, but he's not home right now. Only me and Zeb and Navina live here now. We're waiting for daddy to come back. He said he'd come back now and then. I hope it's now. Tell me about Zeb. Zeb is my big brother. He takes care of us. He has a knife. Oh, okay. Who is Avina? She's my sister. Who isn't a sister? She plays the flute. Why isn't she my sister again? She's always been here. Where's your father then? He's in the Bloom, being a watchman. He's coming back any day now. Okay, farewell. Zeb. Well, I don't trust Zeb. He got the stikes away, thank you. We were so worried the locals were going to get him. I couldn't believe it when the ground opened up and the other Stika took him below. I didn't think they'd ever accept him. You must have spun them quite a tale. It was the right thing to do. Yeah. Charma paste. Confers charm paste. Plus 45%. Active until next sleep? This is amazing. And we appreciate it. Here, take this. I scrounged it a while back and never found a use for it, but you probably know all about these things. Have you been peeking through the ruins? That was us. I found us some food, but we already ate it, and Avina got some kind of Numenera box. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. You're not going to take it away from her, are you? If it's what I'm looking for, I might. I hope it isn't. She loves that thing. It doesn't look safe. We know, that's why we stay outside most of the time. Ever since Avina noticed some cracks around the walls. We only got in there to change clothes and stuff. Does anyone else live? Used to be a lady who lived next door, a nana sorceress, but she disappeared a while back. And there was a family 2 doors down. We heard them screaming on the night their house fell into the sea. My sister Nim was friends with their little girl. Tell me about your family. Yes, sir. There's 4 of us, counting my father. But he's gone to the Bloom, and we don't know when he'll be back. I guess I really do think of him as a family. I think we could do more for him. Tell me about Avina. She's been with us since before Dad left, but she's been never said where she came from. Maybe she doesn't know. Also, this is the slave girl, I guess. I'm glad she's here. She notices things. Better look at than I am. She causes a lot of scenes with that flute of hers too. Is Nim okay? She's okay. Doesn't know anything else really. She misses our dad though. And then tell me where he is. His name is Zeb too. Zebak Urala. And it's been a year at least. He went to work for the Memovira for a while. He sent scenes back, but then they stopped. Haven't heard from him since. He blooms like that though. Sometimes he doesn't let anything out. I figure he's just waiting till it opens up again. What if he's... No, he's fine. I'm sure he's fine. Okay, a lot of questions. If your father doesn't come back, we're not orphans. Our dad works in the Bloom. He's coming back. Unless he's... No, he's definitely coming back. Are you sure? Okay. So, what do you know about the Bloom? My dad always called it a schist hole, but he said it was a schist hole full of shins. So, he's gonna pull up his boot and wade in. I don't know much else about it. They say it's a monster and people live inside. You can see it from the caravanserai, but they don't let anybody down there. Well, they didn't let me down there anyway. It looks scary to me. I can't believe Dad went out there. And what about the Memovira? She's the boss in the Bloom. The mayor or something. My dad works for her. He's one of her guards. I really haven't figured out about this Memovira thing. I guess they're thugs, thieves or something. We'll have to see. Playing the flute. Yeah. Scenes for a song, sir? How much? It's 8 scenes for a sad song or 12 for a happy one. Why are a sad song cheaper than happy songs? Because there are more of them? Can I ask you some questions? Alright. Was that you? I had a feeling you were smart, not like most grown-ups. Zeb and I rummaged through the house for something to eat. You got some stale bread and dried fruit, but I found something even better. Here, I'll show you. She pulled something small out of her pocket. It looks like a metallic cube, but there's something strange about the geometry, as if you were quite seeing it in perspective. It's a trick box. I don't know why, but it just felt right when I picked it up. Haven't figured out how to open it yet, but I will. Okay, you can keep it, freaky girl. Thank you. I think it's beautiful. Is this your house? Zeb and Nim and I live here, but it's their father's house. He's away. I wish he'd come back and fix it. I think it's going to fall down soon. A lady named Skara. She was a nano-sorceress, but a nice one. She let us look at all the things in her workshop. Well, almost everything. There was a room where she said she kept the iron wind. We weren't allowed in there. I think maybe something bad happened to her one day. She wasn't there anymore, and she didn't say farewell. So... Whoa, that's a lot of questions. Okay, so... This house is in bad shape. Well, I can see that. Those weren't here before, and they're getting wider. We don't go inside anymore except to wash or dress. Then we'll come right back out. Tell me about Zeb and Nim. They're my friends. They miss their dad a lot, but we still have fun. Zeb watches out for us, and I'm teaching Nim to play the flute. Where did Zeb's father go? He said he's going to work for someone named the Memovira in the Bloom. He was going to be a guard. He said he would come back every now and then, but he wasn't. I don't know what happened to him. He said that a woman named Skora lived next door. She was an dinosaur. Yeah, I know. So, what do you know about the Iron Wind? Just that Skora think it was dangerous. We never saw it though. Maybe she was just pretending there was something bad in the room. I don't know. Tell me about yourself. I was from outside the city, but I've been here with Zeb and Nim since before the dad went away. So now I am from here. I don't need to go to a place like that. This is my house. Again. Let's talk about that. Yeah. You can keep it. If it makes you poor children happy, who am I to ruin the fun? Memovira Goon. Can I talk to them?
I am the very soul of action.
Intoxicated woman. Tendons bending. Insulting truths. Your breath is bad, just awful, like your tongue died in your mouth. You're squinting, don't do that. It'll give you wrinkles. What the fuck? Okay. Hawker. I know that look, wondering why the Levi's aren't all over me, huh? Trade secret. And what about you?
Which one of you calisthesias is the one that likes me?
None of us do, Eratus.
Are any of them lying?
Possibly.
What the fuck? Loss of self. What? Okay. Examine. Into a cheap boarding house. Filthy mattress in a dimly lit room. Okay. Interact. Okay, this guy is sitting. What's this? These three triangles float serenely above a scuffed stone basin. You can't help noticing that the citizens of Sagios are giving the monument a wide berth. The largest triangle shines brightly, radiating a soothing warmth. The middle darker one hovers above it, turned slightly away from the first with what strikes you as a disdain. The third is a small, dreary, amused, and so deeply indigo as to be nearly black. It's removed from the first two triangles. You hesitate. You are sensing emotions from these objects. Intent. Something is strange here. Okay, so let's look at the stone basin. The stone is cracked in places, but far newer than the ancient shapes that float above. You suspect that the citizens of Sagios added the basin to make the triangles look less out of place. Okay, so let's examine the smallest one. The tiny object spins slightly faster than the others. The more you stare at it, the more you sense a growing presence in the air. The icy regard of disdained eyes. You blink, swaying. In the half second before you open your eyes, you hear the thunderous crack of wood on wood and the rumble of distant voices. You snatch your hand from the triangle. Again, the smallest. It spins on, and this time the presence you sensed is gone. Suddenly the medium one. Staring at this triangle is disorienting. The longer you stare at it, the more you feel a tight coiling sensation in your own head. Standing on your toes and stretching, you manage to brush the triangle's icy face with your finger. The air thickens like a way over you, and you struggle to keep your eyes open. Between the thumping of your heartbeat, you hear thousands of purposeful, rhythmic footsteps, treading endless stairs towards the peak of a vast echoing room. Oh ho ho. Again, it spins, seemingly to pull your thoughts along with it. Let's touch the large triangle now. You reach out and time slows. Your hand drifts past individual modes of light, double dust, moving into the warmth glow of the large triangle. Calm warmth bleeds up your arm when you grasp the edge of the triangle. It's somehow rigid and flexible at the same time. You blink and a strip of light and